screen.
Okay.
Can you see my screen, right? Okay,
yeah.
Good. So now he takes the two numbers that the user input, and then he multiplies them, and this is normal. There is nothing new here. The trick that we want to learn now, that when he asks for typing two numbers, we put the two numbers with a space in the middle. Okay, and then we can see the output, and we call that a token separated by a space. Okay, so do you understand how this can be done?
Yeah.
Please write it. Please, no need to share unless you face a problem. So you
Okay.
already
Okay.
write the console. You just need to
Yeah.
write that new lines. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, it works.
You already use a space, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Use
Excellent.
space. Yeah.
Okay. Good. I would not. Let me see if this is difficult. So this is a simple exercise, but I would like to continue, and because I know that we have more difficult exercises. So let us continue. So we move to a new slides here. Actually, this is quite important. And if you have any Java exam later, definitely you will find question about that. So in reality, in real programming, in real life programming and projects, this is rare to have a big effect. But in exam, yes. So you see that.
Yeah.
So in your opinion, we should start to actually evaluate that expression from the right or left?
Sorry?
Should we start evaluating? This is addition and multiplication, right?
Yeah. Yeah. So you multiply first, then you add.
Really? Why you say that like that?
Because following the normal maths.
Okay, excellent. Okay.
So there's no bracket.
Yes, and yes. So if you see there's a bracket, then we will give a higher priority for the brackets, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, good. So now, actually, this is kind of operation that we are able to use inside the programming language Java. Addition and subtraction and multiplication, it comes this way, division here like that.
Yeah.
But this is new. The modulus is new. So we will talk about the modulus. This is like, give us a reminder. So 1 + 1 evaluated true. I think this is clear to you. We also have done something like that before. This is also clear. And then we look at here. Can you tell me 14 divided by 4. Why it evaluate to 3 but not 3.5?
Because they keep it as a remainder. Right.
Okay, this is an integer division. An integer division result in an integer number and the decimal point disappears.
Yeah.
So we always get the quotient, and this quotient is this part, the integer part, and the decimal part disappears. Now, and the same goes here. Am I right?
Yeah.
You see here y is 6, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. We are not allowed to make any division by 0, so we cannot divide by 0. That will cause an exception error. Okay.
Yeah.
Clear?
Yeah.
Okay, now see how the remainder works. So 14, and we put the modulus 4.
Yeah.
Do you know why is it 2?
Yeah, it's the remainder when you divide.
So what should be the answer if we divide?
When you divide, you will get 3, remainder 2.
Excellent, excellent.
Yeah.
And why here the remainder is 7?
Because when you divide, you will get the remainder as 7.
So when we divide that number by 10, we will have that number dot 7, right?
7, yeah.
And the 7 become a remainder. And the same goes here. So, but now, why this result into 1? And why this result into remainder 0?
Because 42 divided by 2 is 21. What? There's no remainder.
Okay, and what about this?
This one, so 7 divided by 2, you'll also get remainder 1, what? Because it will be 3 remainder 1.
Okay, excellent. And do you see any formula or any like a standard way? Look at this 7 and this 42. There is something that if we look more, we will think that, oh, if we pass here an odd number, we will always get the remainder as 1. If we pass, if we make a remainder by 2 and we put here an even number, we will always get 0.
Always be 0. Yeah.
So this means that this kind of expression, if we always use it, we are able to know any number here, it's odd or even. Am I right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So if you ask the user to input a number and you don't know it's odd and even, this is your way to know it's odd or even. Do you understand?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, good. Can I understand if you already asked, if you already understand that code that is on the screen here?
Let me see. Okay. Okay. But why is the string is empty?
You mean
in
here?
the quotation. Yeah.
Because he want to give a space in between both of them. So there is this is two different mathematical operations, and he want to just put a space in between. So it appears here that there is a space in between. If they are too close to each other, you will confuse if they are two different numbers or one number.
Okay.
You understand? It's clear?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, I want to say that go here. So we talk about that. Do you understand here the way that he is doing it?
Why is there two equals?
So there is two equals because that is the way how we test equality. This is not an assignment. This is a normal assignment. You have one equal,
Right.
And you have whatever here, you assign it to that one here. But here they are testing this portion and this portion are equal or not. That's why they use two equal signs. Okay.
Yeah.
So he's testing if the remainder of that number is actually equal 0 or not.
Yeah.
So if it is equal 0, it means that it's even. And also he wanted to know the divisibility of that number to 3. If it is divisible by 3, then it will be 0. So if you put here 9 and 9 when it is having a modulus to 3, it will be 0 because it's divisible by 3, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So we go to the next here. May I know if you really understand how this is evaluated?
Okay. Yeah, that line, because you do 3 times 4 first, which is 12, then plus 1.
Okay, what about this?
This one will be 8 divided by 2, so 4 times 3, 12, so 18.
Okay, good. So you understand that well. Okay, and I believe so. Now have a look here.
Yep.
Why he start with this?
Because you go from left to right.
Excellent. Okay.
Yeah.
Then we move to the next here. So I just want to emphasize here that previously in the previous examples we used this kind of operators with integers, but it's also usable with double. Okay.
Yeah.
So if you want to actually divide and get a decimal point from the division, then you need to make sure that the numbers that you are using for the division actually is in a double format, so that you end up having a double result with a decimal point. So 15 by 2, if you use only integer division, you will end up only by 7 only, not 7.5. Okay, is it clear?
Yeah.
Okay. Now have a look and tell me if you really understand here what's going on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, good, excellent. Now the challenge is to understand when you are mixing integer with double. That's sometimes challenging. So look at here, please.
Yeah. Yeah.
Clear?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you know here why is it the result is 1, not 1.5?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
good. So we'll learn now something new, and which is casting. Casting is what? Is actually we want to change from one type to another inside the Java itself. So sometimes we have integer variables that we want to change into a double, or sometimes we want to truncate a double into an integer. So we are able to enforce that by this kind of way. So you see here, the result is we want to store whatever result here into a double variable, which is called result. So you see here, we're passing an integer actually in reality, but we are forcing it to have a double division by this kind of between the brackets, we put double. So this is a concept called casting. So you are telling him inside the memory, before you do the division, please cast 19 to make it a double. And so when it is divided by 5, it will result in a decimal point number. And this decimal point will be stored inside result. Does this make sense to you?
Yeah.
And then if you get this result and you want to get rid of the decimal point, you also cast it to integer in this way. So this is a double actually. In reality, this is double. You are not changing the result here. It's already defined as double. You are not changing its content into actually, so you are not changing its nature. It will not, by this line, it will not become integer. But what you are saying is get out that whatever is stored in result, change it to integer and store it in result 2. So if I want to print result, again, you will find that it contains 3.8. It's only the result 2 that contains 3. Does this make sense? No, not really. Not really. Does it?
No, it makes sense. Yeah.
Okay. So we have something that is new. This is a function. If we use that function, we are actually able to calculate something to the power of. So we have 10 to the power of 3. And if we want to do that in Java, we use mass.power function, and it will give us 1000. But here, okay, the mass.power actually give us a result into double. So it will give us a double number, but we don't need it in a double. We know that, okay, the result is 1000. We don't want to see 1000.0. So we cast it to integer, so we get rid of that portion, and we store that in X. Does this make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, can you please write that 3 lines and test them in your computer?
Okay. I get an error for the integer x. Wait, how come?
What is the error?
Oh, but I already have x defined here. I just changed the x to a. Oh. I need to. It's not working.
I understand that it will not work because the mass.power. Just share with me the error, but I understand why it might not work. It's only the last
Now
line.
it doesn't show any error. It just doesn't appear. Wait, let me share my
Okay.
screen.
Yes, please. Okay.
It says you disable screen sharing.
No, you can't share.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, so it's here.
But I want to ask you something. Why it doesn't show something on the screen? Think with me. What is the instructions that cause something to be shared on the screen?
Yeah, we didn't do any
Printing, right?
yeah.
Excellent, excellent, excellent. So there is no error, then it is fine. You don't need to share your screen.
Okay.
It is just that you didn't print anything. If you put a print, then it will show. Okay.
Okay.
So it's only, let me try to use that remaining time to be able to finish this 2 or 3 slides so that you are able to actually solve the homework properly. Now, okay, have a look here, please, and tell me, why do you think the result is 1? We are also doing casting, but this is an advanced way of casting.
I don't know. It should be 1.5.
Oh, okay.
Double.
Yes, okay. So now, first of all, when we put double like that, it only affects 1, the 1 here. Okay. But again, we are not going to do the plus first. We're going to do the division first. And the division is an integer division, which result on 0.5. And the 5 will be neglected because it's a decimal point. So we'll end up with 0 here. So 1 plus 0 equal 1. Am I right? But you will see 0.0 because that is forced to change from an integer to 1.0. So 1.0 plus 0, it will give you that.
Yeah.
But what about here? He will force 1 to be double. So when it become double, the result here will become 0.5 because this is a double division, and he will add 1 to it. The result will be 1.5. Does this make sense?
Yeah.
We are able also to force double using this kind of brackets. So we force it for a group of variables like this. Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Okay, another way to achieve that without putting the double like this is you multiply 1.0. 1.0 is nothing. It is just that you make that number a double and you multiply it by anything. This anything or this result of multiplication will result in a double result just because you are multiplying here by 1.0, which is double. Does this make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So now I would now pass you a file. That file contain exercises. I believe the time remaining might not be enough to do all that exercises, but the remaining will be considered as a homework for you. So this is not the only homework that I will pass to you. But I think maybe we should not be doing all the homework one shot. Just let me think then. Let me think, because if we do this way, it means that, let me see here. I would say, give me a second, please. I would like to pass you the one that till 12. Okay. Okay, here we go. Now you have the file. Please open it and let's try to discuss that exercises together.
Okay.
Did you manage to open it?
Yeah.
Okay, now tell me from the second page, exercise 1.
Yeah.
Which one is correct? Forget about the choice on the screen is wrong.
Okay. So x equals 0, y equals 1, z equals 2. So x. So x is 1.
Let me share my screen so that at least I can.
Yeah. Okay.
X equal 1. Okay.
X equals 1. Y equals to 2. And z equals to 3.
So which one? Which choice you
So
have to
B.
choose?
B.
B, yeah?
Yeah, B.
Excellent. Yeah. Okay. Now this.
Okay. Why did you x equals 3, y equals, okay. So x equals to 3, y equals to 0, and temp equals to 3.
Okay.
Oh, and then oh no, and then y equals to 3 also. Hey,
So,
no, wait. No, and then y equals to 5.
so first y. So here, wait.
Yeah.
From this line, y
Yeah,
is
from
stored
this.
in x. So x now become 5.
Yeah.
Am I right? And then we get temp, which is 0. We put it in y. So now y equals 0, right?
Yeah.
And then we get x, which is equal 5. We put it in temp. So now temp equal what? 5?
5.
Okay. And then we put x equal y.
Yeah. So now y becomes 5 also.
Okay, perfect. So this concept, please look at it. This is important concept in programming. We call that swapping.
Yeah.
Is it clear to you?
Yeah.
So, okay, good. So, now, actually, you're supposed to run that code, but since it's simple and you have done something more advanced, can you tell me what will be printed when we try to print that score?
Which one? The exercise 3.
Yes.
Okay. When you try and print that, score equals 0. Score plus 1. Score. I thought. Oh, okay, no, okay. So when it will be 0, and then it will be 1.
Okay, excellent. And when we move here,
Yeah.
What be the output?
Okay, so yeah, the output will be that please enter your name. Then okay, okay. And then yeah, skip next slide. So then the user will type the name and then you will say hello, whatever name the user type.
Excellent.
Yeah.
What about this?
Okay, so you will print 5, then -1, then you will print 6, then you will print it'll be 2/3, which is I think 0.6. I think 0.6.
Are you sure 0.6 will be printed?
It doesn't say integer.
It says it. If you don't see any .0, it's an integer by default.
Oh yeah.
So my advice to you, after we finish, please run that line of code, this line. Okay, it will stick to your mind. Now, what is that?
That'll be okay. So yeah, so the 2/3 will be 0. 2 divided by 3 will be 0. Then this will be so this is to check if 2 is 3, right? So it's not. So it'll be false, right? Or
exactly. Yes.
false. Yeah.
And what about that?
This will also be false, right?
Okay, excellent.
Yeah.
Okay, what about this?
Okay, this will be
So
A.
wait. I still want you, when I write here run, this is, I want you to run that code. Run means that you go and write that lines and see the output on your own. Okay.
Yeah.
So let me share with you, go through all the other things here. So, oh, this is 6 and 7. It seems that it's a mistake from my side. I put the same exercise 2 times. So just execute one of them. Okay.
Yeah.
The same goes exercise 8. Just run it to see the output.
Okay.
Can I know one thing from you in short and fast? If I want to say 3 reminder by or modulus 4, what could be the result?
1.
No. I want you to run that. Not now. Just go and run it and share with me a print screen from each. As a
Okay.
I mean, this is your homework. Okay.
Oh no, it'll be 0.
Haha. Is it 0? 0.
Yeah, it should be 0.
No, it's not 0. This is a reminder. It's not a division.
Oh yeah.
So that's interesting. So this you have to choose and let me know whatever choice. This is another example. I want you to read that. So of course you have to write that code, and when you write it, the point here is to reach the formula and to understand. He write to you comments. So he writes the current year, the birth year, the dog in years. The dog actually the age of your dog in dog years is actually 7 times your dog. No, how to say it? The dog actually in 1 year, in 1 human year, the dog actually grew up 7 years.
Yeah.
In the dog years itself, it's 7. In human years, it's only 1. Am I right? That's why the dogs age up very fast compared to us. So I want you to actually write that code, and it's actually the trick. The trick is just a formula. Okay, and you should here write print out your age and your dog age. So think about it, and we talk about it next class. Okay. And that is remaining. Yeah, that is the remaining of the class. But I would say, let me see here, if this is what you are. I think the part one I passed to you does not have that. So you will end up on exercise 11. So just answer until exercise 11, and that's what we should discuss as a homework.
The one you sent me is only until exercise 10.
Okay, never mind. End up in exercise 10, then it should be fine. Okay?
Okay, yeah.
Then see you next class then. Before we end up here,